Welcome to episode 13 of our Dusty Roleplay series here on FS22. We've invested heavily into animal husbandry with our cows and chickens doing particularly well. However, we've still got 300k in the bank, and I think today it's time to get into a new production chain. Well, hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you to the new subscribers that have joined the channel very recently, and of course thank you to you long-time fans of the channel. Always appreciate your support. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Would really love to get those numbers up and hopefully get the content out to a wider audience. I'm just here right now watching these cows go past. They are super happy. There's a bit of fresh TMR just gone in, so I'm sure they can smell it on the breeze. It's breakfast, girls. I'll see you in there shortly. At the end of last month, I mixed together a couple of extra batches of TMR and we've stored it down in the silos just in there, so we can dig that out whenever we need it. But we will have to continue making TMR. I won't necessarily be showing you that every time because, yeah, you are going to get bored. But that doesn't mean there won't be other stuff going on. I'm heading over here because I know we talked about sheep last month. I'm back here again. I just want to get a feel for it because I think sheep is going to be the next venture we go for in terms of our animal husbandry experience. It's all empty, it's all ready for them. All we need to do is get some animals, get some feed, and we are rocking and rolling. And over here in the main yard, our feral birds, our poultry, we've got chickens and ducks. They are very happy indeed, and they are starting to breed like wildfire. We've got a couple of extra chicks, so you can see these little things darting around. It does make it a bit precarious coming through here with our vehicles, but we're starting to get used to them, and you know what? You'd be surprised. Every time you tend to think you've driven over one, they actually manage to get out of the way. So they're cheeky little devils, but it's nice to have a little bit of livestock around the yard. And speaking of which, if we have a little look up here on the shelf, I didn't notice this before, but we have some eggs. So they are producing happy days.
Whenever you finish doing your little piece to camera, or whatever you call it, we got a lot to get on with.
Morning, Dusty. You're awake then? 8:30? You call this an early start?
You want me to come down there and punch you square in the nose? 'Cause I will, YouTube guy. Who the hell do you think gets the TMR into cows first thing in the morning?
Dusty, I'm having a laugh. You know what it's like. When I'm in a good mood, I tend to have a bit of banter, and when I'm not in a good mood, I tend to pretty much just stay out of your way.
Well, I ain't got time for that, computer guy. I believe in one kind of mood, that be productive. You feeling productive today, YouTube guy? If you ain't, why don't you just go sit inside and go build another website or whatever it is you do?
No, I've got a job I need to deal with later on this morning, Dusty. So I'll leave you around the farm. You can do with your bits and bobs, and I'll be back later on around lunchtime.
Well, he's good for nothing, lazy son of a bitch sometimes. Tries to get out of work left, right, and center. I'm surprised anything ever gets done around here. Good for nothing, goddamn lazy son of a bitch.
Oh, I do love winding them up. It's like poking a bear first thing in the morning. I know, I don't mean it. Obviously, I don't mean it. I'm just trying to get a rise out of him. But just sometimes he's so easy. It's like winding up a clockwork toy, just letting it run off on a little rampage. He'll be fine in an hour. He always is. Okay, so I need to go pick up the Landy because we're going to head ourselves up the road, not too far, just near where the pigs are, and I'm going to show you something.
I'm real happy with the state of the cattle right now. Though I gotta say, I'm already getting pretty tired of moving manure every 5 minutes. All these things seem to do is eat and shit. I'm wondering if there's some way we can automate this process. If any of you subscribers got an idea, please do stick a comment down below. And if you ain't a subscriber, you best go hit that button right now.
Where the hell is the Land Rover? I know Dusty was doing a little bit of maintenance on it. It is an old beast, I must admit. It's a classic, but I don't know where he's put it. I wonder if he's put it down in the sheds near the house. Yeah, that's where it's got to be, because he was doing some maintenance in the yard just there, so he's got to have put it in here. Let's have a look. Ah, okay. I don't think he's finished, and I don't know what's wrong with it, so I daren't just take it out.
Here we are then. You can see the cows are doing well. We do need to get a bit more TMR in here, and I'll deal with that later on. But if I just skip down, you'll see that everyone's pretty happy. In fact, the younger cows are coming to age, and them heifers are coming on as well. We got ourselves 112,000 liters of slurry. We ain't gonna invest in any slurry tankers or no distributors, so for now we just need to find a way to get rid of this stuff before we end up neck deep in it. I do wonder if we can't use this tanker here just for transportation, though Christ knows what the FSA would say if we use the same tanker for milk and for slurry. I'm pretty sure we don't want to piss them off.
So what I'm actually thinking is we're just going to cut through the wood here. Shouldn't be a problem. I shall just close the gate back up, make sure the cows stay where they should be. I did talk about early days doing something with this fence, possibly putting in some sort of gate, and that could certainly be an idea still. I'm just trying to find a good place to jump over. Jumping over a barbed wire fence and catching my meat and two veg is not the kind of experience I'm looking for. That wasn't too bad in the end. So Dusty has been through here. One of the times he walked into town, he cut through the forest. He said it's a nice walk. Not too difficult to get lost. You've got the roads either side of us, and there's various tracks running through the middle. As you can see, there's a clearing here, and I think this is all part of that production with the sawmill near town. When they were talking about kind of this being a managed forest, I think this is kind of what they're talking about, because you can clearly see that there's tracks and paths. Obviously they'd stick their equipment in and then they'll get on with their forestry process, but they just don't have any staff. It's a two-man team now, pretty much, just an old boy and his son. None of their staff are here. People in the village just moved on to other things, I think, so they're not really making any money because they haven't got anyone to work for them. It's unbelievable terrain though. It's up and down. It's quite a nice place to walk, I must admit. Very peaceful. Very pleasant indeed. Oh dear, it's a bit precarious underfoot. Ah, now this is the field. Yeah, Dusty did say there's a couple of fields right in the middle. How bizarre. It does feel humid in here. Maybe there's a kind of microclimate. Yeah, it's definitely warm and sticky, which is kind of strange because maybe the trees are... yeah, maybe the trees are acting as some sort of barrier. Maybe they can grow different crops that you wouldn't normally grow outside in the open. Well, I'm right at the edge of this field here, just on the right hand side of me now, and the track just cuts through. Let's get around these bushes. So it follows itself around there. I think you can go both ways. But I think this is it. I just need to check on the map. Yes, we are in the right place. So to the left of us is those two weird fields in the middle of this clearing. And right in front of me is a kind of small parcel of land enveloped by the roads that come in, feeding these fields, and they come in from the right hand side over here. And just out there, I don't know if you can see it, right ahead through that small gap is a fence, and that is the edge of the pigsties. So the pigs are... there we go. That is a pig barn, and there's all the gear set up for pigs. It's not been in use for a while. It's relatively new. Again, that's something we could get into at some point if we wanted to. But the reason I'm bringing you to this strange little bit of land here is because we have purchased this area. So this area here, forest 112 or field 112 we've now purchased for the meager sum of 45 grand. That's all it was, 45,000. And what it means is, oh yes, it's time to get into some forestry.
Well, while the computer guy's gone rambling through the forest, I'll best go pick up that manure. It ain't gonna move itself.
As you can see, it is crazy undulation in here. There's mounds just all over the place. I don't think we'll be getting any vehicles in here unless it's specifically specialized for forestry, and that stuff costs an absolute bomb. So for now, we're just going to have to go it the old school way, like we did back in Erlengratt when we were doing our survival series, and that is just by using a bit of elbow grease. So I'm just sort of kind of hiding amongst the bushes here. That's the pigs in front of us. The reason I've chosen this one, and Dusty doesn't know about this yet, is that down that road immediately in front of me there is pretty much the sawmill. And this is the smallest parcel of forest that I could purchase close enough to the sawmill to make it worthwhile and just to get us going. So, oh wow, geez, this is quite steep. Yeah, I don't want to go down there. So I think that this is a great little starter plot, and this is what we're going to get going with.
The cows are happy. I'm gonna take a quick look at the birds, then I'm gonna finish that Land Rover.
Right, well, I'm back. It's not a bad walk from back there, as you know. Ah, Dusty's obviously been moving the manure. How's he getting on? Yes. Okay, well, that's a sizable pile, and it's only going to grow, as we know. Right, I wonder if he's doing the Land Rover. He did say he was going to get that sorted today after I mentioned that actually I can't use the damn thing. Ah, hi, Dusty. How's it going?
I'll tell you any second now, YouTube guy. Hold on to your hat.
Hey, well, that sounds alright. Purring like a kitten.
Steering's all good. Hydraulics is good. Yeah, I think she's ready to get back on the road, YouTube guy.
Alright, well, close her up, and I'm going to take you on a little trip to show you something you may be interested in.
Okay, you're piquing my interest. What is it you wanting to show me here, computer guy?
Well, you recognise the place, right? Because you recognise the fields just over there?
Yeah, I've walked through here before, on my way into town that time. You ain't gonna bought these fields now, have you, computer guy?
No. Not fields. Forests.
You gonna bought this entire forest? Are you crazy?
I like splashing the cash, but no, I've certainly not gone and bought the entire forest, Dusty. I'm not stupid. All I've done is buy the little parcel just behind us. 45k, that's all it was. It was literally the smallest amount of forest that we could buy in this entire region.
Well, okay. That ain't bad at all. 45k to get into a bit of forestry. Hey, that means I can get out the old chainsaw again. Man's best friend is his truck and his chainsaw.
Yes, Dusty, it is. So, what do you think? It's something to get into, isn't it? And also, I'm thinking if we can just get a taste for it, I'm not necessarily even thinking about selling wood to start with. Let's just create a stockpile, and then when the time is right, capitalise on the money.
Well, let's have a quick wander through, see what you've picked up. Could be an absolute dead dog if you got the wrong kind of land. Man, I don't think there's a square foot of flat land in here. You ain't gonna be coming in here with no tractor, YouTube guy.
No, I realise that. It is crazy bumpy. We just do it old school, Dusty. It's not a large plot. I mean, I don't even know. It may even be just half an acre. It's nothing at all. It's just enough. I'd say maybe 30, 40 trees. We can slowly drop them. We can get them bundled up. And we can start to make some money at the sawmill.
We're gonna need a couple of chainsaws. We're gonna need some way of hauling. Eventually, we're gonna need some form of trailer as well. Though we could just use our little blue one for now. It ain't gonna be easy work, YouTube guy. It ain't like plowing a field where you just sit in the cab, put on the radio, and just let the machine do the job. Forestry in this kind of terrain's back-breaking work. You sure you're up for that?
Dusty, how long have we known each other now? 5 years, if not more? Plus all the adventures we've had. Jesus, you nearly got shot at. Yes, Dusty, I'm ready to do a little bit of chopping down of some trees. Come on, let's get on with it. Well, we are back in the yard. I'm just closing up things while we head out. I think the plan is going to be that Dusty will go down in the fent over here, grab the low blue low loader, and we can use that for sticking some logs on. While I go down in the landy, I just need to chuck in a couple of chainsaws, and I think we can get underway with a bit of forestry. Right, the McCulloch is here, so I'll stick that one in the back. But I'm not entirely sure where the other one was. And Dusty has disappeared already, so I can't even ask him. It's got to be in the store, isn't it? Not under there. Oh, right in front of my face. Typical. Rightio, stick that in the back, and then I'm going to head off. Now, given we're just working with a couple of chainsaws and a low loader, I don't think we'll be going too crazy today. If we cut the lengths just the right size, we should be able to easily manhandle those onto the trailer. And then in the future, perhaps we can think about getting some specialised equipment. Feels like a bit of a late start for us, coming up to 11 o'clock, but that's fine. We had to get all prepared and ready for it and had to show Dusty what exactly we were going to do anyway. Alright, turning in here. So what do you think, Dusty? Is there any particular place that we should start?
I think we just keep it easy for ourselves. Start right here on the corner.
Do we not want to keep like an edge to this? Maybe keep the outer ring and step inside?
Let's just cut a couple of trees here on the corner, open things up a bit, get some light in there, then we'll be able to move around just a bit easier.
Okie dokie, sounds like a plan. Well, I'll go grab the chainsaws out the back. Oh, Dusty can have the red one. I do like the yellow McCulloch, so he can have that. And I will have the yellow McCulloch. Lovely job.
You got any marking spray in there, computer guy? I think I put a can in there the other day.
No, I don't think so, Dusty. But I'll have a look in the front. Where would he have put it? Maybe it is in the back. No, I've got it. It was under the seat in the back.
Well, mark these 2 trees here, and the 2 to the right of me as well. Then we both know exactly what we're going for. I suggest we don't try and cut these down at the same time. That ain't safe. And I'd also say we move the vehicles out the way.
Okie dokie. So, if we're going to go for this one. That work? There we go. And I'll stick a cross on here. And is it this one? That one, that one? Yeah, this one as well. And then lastly, this one. And now we know for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. And those are the ones we're dropping. Now Dusty's right. I think we need to move the tractor and the Landy out the way. Dusty's just had a good idea. I'm just going to move the Land Rover up alongside this tree here, but kind of pointing down. Hopefully that's out of the way. If I put the lights on, yeah, I can go full beam here, and that, engine off, should give us enough working light to get on. Oh yes, that's more than enough. Right, let's get going. I'm going to drop this first one here on the left hand side. It's a big old beast. But I'm the one who needs the practice, so Dusty said I might as well crack on. Going to go as low as I can here. Look at that. Okay, Dusty?
Well, you should have cut the other way, YouTube guy. That's all on you, that is.
Oh, thank you very much. That's super helpful. So, what do we do? Just go for the middle one? I don't feel like that's safe.
Yeah, just give it a go. Just gotta get out the way pretty damn quick, that's all.
Well, fair enough then. Okay, well I'm just going to attack this one then. Going to go nice and low. Hopefully this will fall to the left. Let's see. Oh, I am making an absolute cock up of this. Look at this. This is what you call forestry dominoes.
Oh, computer guy. I ain't laughed this hard in years.
Oh, sod you, Dusty. I'm trying my bloody best here.
Yeah, I know. But you gotta laugh, YouTube guy. You're just real bad at forestry. Ain't there some sort of website that needs fixing somewhere?
I'm not bad at forestry, it's just bad luck, okay? Maybe I've got the wrong chainsaw or something. Maybe I've just used the wrong spray.
Yeah, if you say so, computer guy. You carry on. This is right good fun to watch.
Oh, I bloody well will do then. Right, let's try and get this one sorted. It's going to be pushing that way, and I want it to fall outwards, so I'm going to cut left to right this time, because clearly right to left didn't work. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
My God. I can't even breathe. That's so damn funny.
I've never run so fast in my life. I nearly died there, Dusty. What are you laughing at?
Oh, my Lord. Well, I don't think you should be allowed anywhere near a tree ever again.
Yeah, you and me both, Dusty. You and me both. Well, I've still got one more to do. I don't go near the damn thing. You best do that one. Just leave me to do the small things like branches. I'm happy to chop them up into lengths, but I think I should probably stay away from forestry.
Right, well, give me a hat and jacket. Let me do this last one. Try not to kill myself. You see, it ain't hard, YouTube guy.
Yeah, alright, nobody loves a show-off. I'm gonna go trim these branches off and cut things to length. At least I know I could do that without getting into trouble. Well, that's not a bad job. I've almost done. So I've trimmed the branches off these ones, lovely and straight, so I can get the lengths there okay. But this one here, yeah, it is. It's going to require a little bit of attention, and I don't want to go cutting off Everything's resting on these two branches here. So I think I'm going to climb up there, take this one off here, and then that one off, and just slowly work backwards, I think. That's better. That one's dropped off now, so most of the weight now is underneath. Just need to, don't want to take that one off. Gonna just edge my way down here. There's a big one there and a big one there, and I think we'll be okay after that. Oh, and can you believe it? It has just started raining. 20 past 12. It did say it was going to have a bit of a shower around lunchtime. I'm going to cut this one here. There's every chance this is going to roll back on me. I'm hoping it won't, but I'm ready to jump out the way if need be. Well, we're okay, we're okay. Right, so everything now is just kind of leaning on these two branches. I think I can take this one off. Yep, and then just those two. So we've got a nice pile of bits here. I've got rid of all the leaves and all the twigs and all the useless stuff.
Well, it looks like you've got a good rhythm there, computer guy. I'll start loading all the crap on the back. That can go straight down the sawmill. The rest, if you cut into good lengths, you and I can haul them about and stack them up just over there. Then when we feel the time is right, we can take a whole load over and make some real money.
Yeah, okay, Dusty. Yep, you carry on. I'm just going to keep chopping these up then. Now, this is a big one, and there's no way two of us can handle this at any length, so I'm going to keep it fairly short. Two men can probably carry about there. Oh, the rain is really chucking it down now. As you can see, Dusty's just sat in the cab while I'm just sat in here waiting for the rain to pass. He's got everything loaded on and he can whiz that down to the sawmill any minute, but I just want him to give me a hand moving these last few logs. Most of them I can roll, but there's a couple that we just need to manhandle between us. So any minute now, if this rain stops, we can get this job finished.
Well, that ain't a bad stack of logs there. It ain't the sort of lengths I like for lumber, but it's all we can handle right now. Soon as this rain stops, we'll get that finished, and I'll head off down the sawmill with all the offcuts.
I'm just picking up the last few. Dusty has given me a hand, and as you can see, we have a tasty little pile, and he is just about to head off up to the sawmill just to get rid of all those little bits that are really no use to us right now. Well, that's not too bad. A couple of big chunky ones. These ones we just rolled. No way we can lift those. And even some of these bigger ones I perhaps cut a bit too long. We did struggle a bit, but actually the rain's helped. I'm absolutely soaked, but at least it means that things kind of skim across the floor and slide across the grass just that little bit more easily. These ones are heavy, but I can get them on the pile. And then we're almost done.
Well, that ain't bad at all. YouTube gotta be happy with that.
Oh, this rain. I'm absolutely sodden. Let's get some lights on. There we go. Well, that's not a bad job, as you can see. Nice little load there. Right, I'm going to head back to the farm and get myself changed. Dusty, I believe, has headed on into town.
hate buying straw, but we need it for the cattle. I want to get it back before it gets too wet. 3:30. I think I'm ready to call it a day.
It's just stopped raining just on my little trip back, so that's a turn up, but I do think we are going to call it a day there. I'm absolutely soaked. I know Dusty is. I'm wearing leather like he does. He must be feeling pretty heavy as well. So I'm just going to get the Land Rover parked away. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to warm myself up in front of our fire, and then I'm going to plan next month. So till next time, take care. Bye bye.